When I was 13, my dad dropped me off at my grandfather's diner and pretty much never came back for me. He said Grandpa needed help around the place, but the truth was his new wife didn't want a daughter from his first marriage in the house. So I grew up in that diner. I bussed tables after school, learned the grill at 15, and slept in the small apartment above the kitchen. Grandpa wasn't soft, but he was fair, and he was the only adult who ever showed up for me. He passed 3 years ago. In his will, I got the diner and the building it sits in. My dad and my brother Marcus got his savings, his truck, and his lake lot, which together were worth more than the diner. Nobody complained at the time. Everyone signed off. I put everything I had into that place. I fixed the roof, redid the dining room, and started closing on Sunday evenings for private events, birthdays, small receptions, retirement parties. It took off. We're now booked out about 5 months for those Sunday slots, and those events are what keep the lights on during slow winters. Last fall, Marcus got engaged. He told me he wanted his engagement party at the diner, and I said, great, just give me a date as soon as you have one so I can lock it in. That was the whole conversation. For months after, I asked him for a date at Thanksgiving, over text, on his birthday. Every time he waved me off and said they were still deciding. 3 weeks ago, an invitation showed up in my mailbox, his engagement party, at my diner. On a Sunday in October that has been booked for almost half a year by a couple celebrating their 50th anniversary with 60 guests. I called him right away and told him that date was taken. He laughed at first, like I was joking. Then he got quiet, and then he got loud. He said it's the family diner. He said Grandpa would want this. He said the invitations were already out and I was embarrassing him in front of his fiance's whole family. Within 2 days, my phone would not stop. My dad called me selfish. My stepmom left a voicemail saying I was poisoning the family over a building. Cousins I haven't spoken to in years started posting 1-star reviews saying the food made them sick. On dates, the diner wasn't even open. Marcus's fiance's mother emailed me a long message about how family comes before business. I stopped answering personal calls. Everything went through the diner's business email, so there would be a record. I offered Marcus 3 other Sundays in October and November, at cost, with me covering the food myself as a gift. He refused all 3. He said moving the date would make him look like a fool, and that the anniversary couple could celebrate any day, they've had 50 years of them. That line was what did it for me. I hired a lawyer. She sent letters to everyone posting fake reviews, and most came down within a week. Then I drove out to meet the anniversary couple in person. I told them what was going on, promised them their date was safe, gave them a discount, and arranged for a friend of mine who does security to be there just in case anyone tried to show up and make a scene. The wife held my hand and said, honey, we've dealt with worse family than yours. Here's the update and the part I didn't see coming. Last week, Marcus's fiance called me, not to yell, to ask a question. She wanted to know how much I had charged Marcus for the deposit because she wanted to see the receipt for her records. There was no deposit. There was never a booking at all. It turned out her parents had given Marcus money months ago to reserve a venue. He told them the diner was booked and paid for. He told her he'd handled everything. He picked the date without ever telling me, printed the invitations, and figured that once they were mailed out, I would have no choice but to fold and bump the other party. The money her parents gave him is apparently just gone. She was very quiet on the phone. Then she thanked me for telling the truth and hung up. I don't know if the wedding is still on. My dad has stopped calling, which tells me the story got around. Marcus texted me one thing, hope you're happy. I didn't reply. The anniversary party is still set for October. The couple asked if I'd join them for the first toast. I said yes. 50 years of keeping a promise seems like exactly the kind of thing Grandpa built that diner for.